Since before you and I inhabited the face of the earth, boxing has been the scene of epic moments that have been written with the blood, sweat, and tears of hundreds of thousands of fighters united by a common goal: to achieve greatness. Within the discipline, a boxer's punching power can serve to classify him as a true lethal weapon that leaves most of his opponents inert on the canvas. Precisely, great boxers will fill the countdown I offer you today. The 10 fastest knockouts in history stand out for their intensity and, in some cases, surprise factor. Welcome. In today's video, we will take a journey through those fights that have ended in a matter of seconds, leaving an indelible mark on the memory of fans of the noble art of fists. In a mixture of distinguished merit to be exalted and the combination of speed with popularity, I assure you that more than one of the authors of this poetry of pugilism you already know. Let's go with them. Number 10. Canelo Alvarez versus Jose Miguel Cotto, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. The year was 2010, and on May 1st, Saul Canelo Alvarez would live one of the most remembered moments of his professional career by stepping into the ring of the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, to face Jose Miguel Cotto. From the beginning of the fight, Canelo had shown himself to be dominant. However, Cotto's great resistance and ability to counterattack were his best allies to almost reach the end of the scheduled rounds.
And he is wobbled by a left hook, and he's in trouble, and Cotto's dumping him.
They give each other advice when they train totally separate, go past each other, never interfere with each other's training.
Good.
He had already suffered a knockdown in the second round, but he was definitively stopped when a powerful combination of punches left him out of combat almost at the end of the 9th round.
The knockout comes, it comes, but he's certainly not
really throwing back. Alvarez targeting right-hand shots, targeting how much punishment.
Start punching back, otherwise this fight will be
He's throwing Osti. Alvarez is teeing off, and Tony Weeks is going to stop it right there.
Thus, Saul Canelo Alvarez would be named the winner by technical knockout 2 minutes after the opening bell. Number 9. Pongsaklek Wonjonkam versus Daisuke Naito, 34 seconds. As an appetizer for what awaits you in the top positions, Thai boxer Pongsaklek Wonjonkam secured a place among the 10 fastest knockouts in history after his victory over Daisuke Naito in 2002. The night of April 19th was dark, but not as much as the outcome that awaited Daisuke less than a minute from the opening bell of the fight. At the provincial gymnasium, Konkane, the Japanese received a lesson in good boxing directly from the fists of the Thai, ending his quest for victory in just 34 seconds from the start of the fight. Number 8. Deontay Wilder versus Artur Szpilka, 1 minute and 12 seconds. On January 16, 2016, in the ring of the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, Deontay Wilder starred in what is my second honorable mention within the countdown. To successfully defend his World Boxing Council heavyweight title for the 3rd time, he had to stop Artur Szpilka's momentum from stealing it. Although Szpilka seemed to evade the cruel attacks that composed Deontay's aggressive offense, he was caught in the 9th round. Number 7. Mike Tyson versus Robert Coley, 37 seconds. It was only a matter of time before the true knockout machine, the Great Iron Mike, appeared in the countdown to show others how it was done back in his day. On October 25, 85, Tyson stepped into the ring of the Atlantis Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey, to face his destiny and make history by defeating Robert Coley in less than a minute after the start of the fight. A left hook from Tyson sent Coley forcefully onto his back at 37 seconds from the opening bell. Stubborn, Coley managed to get up at the count of 9, but the referee saw the situation very clearly. The end of the fight had already come.
Left hook, good night. He keeps knocking him over.
Number 6. Mike Tyson versus Marvis Frazier, 30 seconds. Making back-to-back like a true legend, a year after his knockout of Robert Coley, the Great Iron Mike set a new personal record. In '86, specifically on July 26th, Tyson stepped into the ring of the Glens Falls Civic Center in New York to face Marvis Frazier. The young knockout machine secured victory after using a devastating right hook to knock out Frazier 30 seconds into a scheduled 10-round fight. Joe Cortez counted to 5 before indicating the end of the fight.
Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt. Frazier is down.
Number 5, David Tua versus John Ruiz. 10 years later, in '96, it would be David Tua who would secure a place in this countdown. On March 15th, Tua stepped into the ring of the Atlantic City Convention Center in New York for his fight against John Ruiz. Originally, the match was scheduled for 12 rounds. Being his first defense of the World Boxing Council's international heavyweight title, much was expected from Ruiz. Unfortunately, Tua stopped him with a series of brutal hooks in just 19 seconds.
Tua comes right at him. Another Ruiz in trouble. It's a big bomb and Ruiz is down. This could almost be over.
Number 4, Daniel Jimenez versus Harold Geyer, 17 seconds. Moving to Austria, we must make sure we are at the Domplatz in Wiener Neustadt if we want to witness the 4th fastest knockout in history. On September 3rd, '94, Puerto Rican Daniel Jimenez made history for the speed with which he secured victory over Harold Geyer. Fighting on enemy territory, Jimenez did not allow the imposing gaze of the Austrian to disturb his powerful fighting style in any way. Just 17 seconds into the fight, he definitively stopped him, winning by knockout. At the time, it was recorded as the fastest knockout in any world title fight in general. Today, it is a feat that deserves to be remembered.
Und da ein Niederschlag, direkt ein harter Treffer an den Kinnwinkel.
Number 3, aimed Medina versus Fernando Curiel, 12 seconds. Entering the top 3, I bring you a somewhat controversial knockout, since, if we only count the seconds passed to execute the blow that ended up knocking out Mexican Fernando Curiel, only 3 should be recorded. But, with the referee's count until the moment aimed Medina was declared the winner of the fight, 12 seconds are counted. Why is this? The outcome of the fight was by technical knockout. Everything happened on December 17th, 2021. The encounter lasted a blink of an eye. Sports media assured the day after. Very few could send their opponent to the canvas in just 3 seconds from the start of the match. Aimed Medina, in the ring of the Diamante Premier Hall in San Juan de los Lagos, Jalisco, Mexico, proved to be one of them. To this day, with only 7 professional fights, all in his favor, 5 victories by knockout, and 3 years of career, Medina has already imprinted the mark of his fists on the golden history of boxing.
Unos parajes hermosos para ir de descanso con la familia. ¡Vámonos! Ahí estamos abriendo, depositando en la lona a este pillo hidalguense.
Number 2, Al Couture versus Ralph Walton, 10.5 seconds. The rivalry between Al Couture and Ralph Walton began on December 29, 1944, in the ring of Lewiston City Hall. With Al Couture's victory by disqualification, it was only a matter of time before these fighters met again to iron out their differences. This second showdown took place on September 23, '46, on the same ring where they faced each other the first time. On this occasion, Al Couture defeated Ralph Walton by knockout at 10.5 seconds into the fight. His right hand left Walton ready for the safety count, which he was unable to surpass. Number 1, Phil Williams versus Brandon Burke, 10 seconds. Scaling up to the top position of the countdown, we arrive at June 15, 2007. In the ring of the Roy Wilkins Auditorium in St. Paul, Minnesota, Phil Williams made history, setting a record that remains unmatched by defeating Brandon Burke at 10 seconds into the first round. Immediately after the bell rang to start the fight, Burke went after Williams and as a result ended up being knocked down after the first punch. It seemed like the fight would extend a bit longer.
Look at ring attire and we're underway.
Here we go.
Oh, right out of the gate! The fastest knockout I've ever seen in my life!
But Burke surpassed the safety count with trembling legs. Therefore, Mark Nelson, the referee, declared him unable to continue. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the countdown, remember there's no better way to support my content than by leaving your like on the video. Do you have some free time? Check out my channel. I have a collection of videos that will help you relive the best and worst of the discipline available to accompany you any time of the day. Do you know any other fast knockout that deserves to be remembered? Tell me about it in the comments.